Hello, man. Hello, Mgtows. Hope you're all doing well today. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the subject of drama today, and I'm waiting for my sound to start here. Hello, Mgtows. Hope you're all doing well today. Okay, my sound started well and everything. I wanted to talk about drama today and what drama really is. And we look around Mgtow and we see the drama boys running around playing with having unhealthy pillow fights with the feminists. This is all created drama. Drama comes to us in a lot of different ways, and it comes to our, as a Mgtow knows it comes in the form of fantasy fiction and Disney, and it comes in the form of fantasy fiction and our culture and what the culture expects from us. So it puts drama into our life in the form of Disney, Pixar, MGM movies and stuff like that. So we can experience stuff without really having to take the risk of doing it ourselves. We can experience falling off a cliff, or we can experience jumping out of a plane. We can experience a relationship and even a love relationship through the movies and through theater and through acting and everything. And drama encapsulates our society now. And Mgtow knows about these things, and Mgtow kind of rejects a lot of this stuff. We don't watch a lot of TV. We don't watch a lot of drama because we realize that it's all Disney, Pixar. It's made up of social issues that saturate our lives and try to get us to think certain ways about your life, about your living, about what you should do, about what's expected from you and everything. Drama is used in therapy. It's used as a theatrical technique to facilitate personal growth in immature people in colleges and schools and high schools that lack the risk taking in their lives and lack adventure. So they give them drama courses. They give them the drama of human competition and sports and football and stuff like that. There was a program, the drama of human competition, and people act out these roles of being Superman and being better men in front of you and give you something to aspire to. Drama and education, drama for youth theater is applied in this approach to connect you with national and global practices you'll experience, and innovative strategies and teaching and how you should feel about things in life. And it encompasses your practical range of theoretical. It comes in a practical range of theoretical approaches and styles and stuff like that. We see it on TV. We see it in school plays. We see it around us. But when people start playing out drama in groups and playing out immature games, and we see this in churches, we see this in groups, we see this everywhere. A bunch of young kids will start acting funny, and it's usually the gender dynamics. They'll start going back and forth, and we see this in Mgtow with the chameleon purge, and then the response to the chameleon repurge was just a drama response, which escalates and this is called the dialectic. The dialectic gets a response to the dialectic. It bounces back and forth, and it's a way of talking and arguing in discourse to experience something that you want to experience in life. And when the feminists come in here and they start drama, or the girls love drama, and girls like drama because that's the way girls are. They can experience these roles in a safe spot, in a safe space, in the internet. And drama in Mgtow would be a safe space for young people wanting to experience gender dynamics without the risk of gender dynamics, without getting called names, without the misogyny, sometimes it includes the misogyny, the practice of misogyny, to see how far the drama boys can push it. And in the real world, these are things that they should have known when they grown up. We see a lot of this drama perpetrated for dark purposes within Mgtow. What I say is these dark purposes is because there are unwilling and unaware Mgtows that are dragged into this stuff, like me and my group and the monks and the very mature monks that try to talk about things, and they get dragged into this unethical game of drama with the drama boys and the youngsters that have never experienced these relationships in their lives. So they crave them. They crave the relationships, and uh, they crave a lot of things about that stuff in the gender dynamics area. The drama is another bad behavior that's rarely spoken of, and it's normalized in most groups and activities. You see it in churches, you see it in halls, you see the teenagers doing it, the young people doing it. They're doing the whole drama scheme, and they're trying to figure out things in their life that they didn't know. They lack experience, so they give these drama situations. Like I said, the newest form of drama came in the chameleon purge, and the response was just the spurred purge, and that was just a dielectric of this thing playing out so they can learn from it. But what they're really saying is they lack these experiences. What we can learn from this is drama is a form of role performance. They manipulate these things and they manufacture these things. When these people first came around to Mgtow, one of the first things they did is make up these avatars imitating the other Mgtows and clearing the space for the dramatic entrance, so they can and they made up these avatars. Whiskey had an avatar, I had an avatar made up of me, and they wanted to clear the space of these serious adults who were talking about serious gender dynamics things, and they wanted to saturate this group of called Mgtow, and we are the group called Mgtow, with this unwanted and unwarranted drama that really is an unethical form of acting out, an immature form of acting out in these safe spaces that we have online. People can't reach through the computer. They can't touch you. You can't give your buddy a piece of pizza or everything. Anything like that. Foucault used to call it the writer's cognomens, and how we express ourselves. And if you read Foucault, you can read about the writer, and he talks. He was one of the first person to talk about this weird place that you can't reach out. It's an electronic communication where I can't give you a piece of pizza. But on these places now, we can see each other, we can interact with each other, we can interact with other groups and other forms of groups that have other dynamics, like the feminists and the Mgtows and the MRAs and the PUAs act out their drama in a form of role playing. That they push on the nation, and people get excited about these things, and it's just a form of theatrics is what it is. This theatrics gets all up inside of this group, and it becomes a bad thing, and it usually comes in the form of unwanted entryism to the group, and it plays out reckless fashions, and it disregards the group members as humans, and it tries to pull them into those these drama things, while the group members potentially, like me, try to quell it and try to speak of it in polite ways. We rarely realize that we get drawn into the cast of the drama hounds that's using us as unwilling participants in this, and the drama actors are rude and unaware that it does harm to the group, and they enjoy the feeling of the role playing and the emotions, displaying the emotions, because they don't feel that in their real life. Something happened, some disconnect was there, or maybe they're afraid or fearful of going out of their house and experiencing real relationships with real people in real places like work and school, and that. The Mgtow group was designed for a place where men that were sick of this whole drama sphere outside in the real world, that sexual activities often get dragged into these things, and they role play, and we see it as immature. So we try to remove the gender dynamics over the years in several different ways, but it always comes around. It seems to be an insipid form of human nature, the drama, which the drama boys need around here. And it becomes harmful to the group. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Drama and Mgtow, the interdynamics between the enemy that's perceived as feminism, and then it flips, and feminism in a childish way loves the drama, and you get the Penny Proud and the Rose arguing with Mike the Spurg and that group of immature boys over there. This plays out in Eli's realm too, where he gets the drama going, and then we got J.B. Gummer and Eli and Joe Buddy and Charles, and this is why I say these people have low IQs, and they need to play these drama things out in their life. So they manufacture it and they manipulate the scenes, and they start trouble within Mgtow, and really we don't want them around here. We can see the drama brought in the form of gender dynamics, and it gets politically charged sometimes with the Nazi like alt-right, and they want to politically charge and have everybody agree with their narrative of their political opinion about things. And they use the drama, and they'll start calling it the cuck purge, and they'll use things like that, and the incel purge, and then they develop an enemy, but it's just their insipid need for drama. There are some healthy replacement activities that us Mgtows talk about a lot. Doing the deep introspection on your soul is one of those things. Drama can be brought here in many, many different ways. And it's just so they find a place where their shared narrative, as opinions are duplicated by others. And the replacement activities to quell the urge for this drama and the Disney Pixar bullshit that they give out is a real thing in Mgtow. It's what we try to teach. I do MTB, mountain biking, for myself. I go over gap jumps, and I sometimes take black trails that are risky, and I overcome the fear in my life of doing those things. I love a little tail whip as I go over, because I can't do it like I used to be able to do it when I was younger. But it gets me used to those fearful moments in life. A lot of young men go to war and stuff like that because they want to experience that fear. They want to experience the thrill of that. And that's kind of natural to men. We can do it in healthy ways. Like I say, the drama of human competition for men. But today, the millennials don't do sports. They don't see the drama of human competition. So they usually come around the internet and they start the trolling, and they start the drama, and they start making up fake avatars of people like me that just want to talk about serious subjects to clear the way for their drama. We all know who these people are in Mgtow, and it's not very healthy. And what we really have to say to them is we need to get them involved with healthy activities in their life, such as I do mountain biking and building bikes and stuff like that. I do hobbies in my garage. I use tools. I like sports. I can't do sports at my age anymore, but all these healthy activities replace the urge for that drama that gets just manipulated in your life, and it comes to you in forms of Disney Pixar, like I say, and movies, and I can experience that on the silver screen, but I can't really do it in my life. So us humans kind of do the dialectic on that, and we reverse it, and we start doing the drama in our lives, and then we bring it to the places like Mgtow, which really have serious things we need to talk about. Men's rights is a serious issue. Men are committing suicide is a serious issue, but if we're doing the drama stuff, we're not doing those things. We should be combating the evil lawyers out there in the divorce court. Issue 27 came up in Minnesota, and we totally missed it because they're having some drama event up in Michigan, and the girls were there, and the honey badgers were there, and they were everything was going to be exciting. There was going to be this big fight outside between the feminists and the Mgtows and the men's rights, and it was all drama oriented, and it was immature. And I thought we missed an opportunity in Minnesota to push through 50-50 custody. And that's what happens with drama. When the drama boys come around and they start doing the spurg activities, and they look like little retards, and they do the chameleon purges, and there's these these evil feminists, and they make dragons out of them, and they need the enemy, and they need the spear, the lance, and what they're doing is they're just lancing with this made up enemy, this dragon that they made up in their head, just like on Disney and Pixar, and it becomes also horrible around Mgtow, and but it's all the drama, it's all that experience that they missed out on life, and maybe they're fearful of the pain of developing real relationships in their life with friends and male friends and people in their neighborhood, because it's just too hard for them to get along, because they never really develop these social skills that they need to get through life. And I know that was a bit of a rant, but I'm sick of it, and I know you're sick of it too. Every one of you are sick of it in here. We see these drama whores come around here, and they just keep blabbering on, and they won't stop because they have that sipic need for their immature drama, because they never experience these things in real life. Go out, do something. There's a lot of cures that Mgtows can do, and just we teach here, and and that's what we do in Mgtow. We don't want these people around, these Mike the Spurred types, and these garbage thinkers, and these idiots, and these stalkers of Mgtow, and we just don't want them around, and they come around, and even on here, it shows up. It shows up, and they start doing it in the chat, and it becomes very, very harmful. The very, very serious subjects that we have: men are dying, men are committing suicide, men are living in one rooms, they're enslaved. There's 4 portions of our Constitution that's violated by fictional thinking in our government, and religialistic thinking and that stuff. And we have to fight this. And this is the only group that does it. But as long as these drama boys come around and they're having pillow fights with feminists, it doesn't help nobody. It's just for their personal growth, so they can see how it is to interact with the gender dynamics of the other side of human males is women. They want to interact with them, so it becomes a thrilling adventure around here. But it doesn't help the people that really needed to be helped. We've seen this come down in several forms, and it always permeates. It always permeates the manosphere, it seems. I've seen it for 10 years, 15 years before Mgtow started in the MRA, and I've seen it in the Mesopoetic era when the Christians decided to take on a masculine view of traditionalism, and they were going to fence with the feminists, but that all goes away. All goes to the wayside as soon as the drama happens and you start fencing with dragons that you made up in your mind. And I know this is an unpleasant subject for some people, but we can learn here, and we can learn what drama is, and the human need for drama. And when we spot it, we can start calling it out and saying, that's cringy, that's immature, that's stupid. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I wanted to keep this short because you can tell I'm a little tense about it, and I'm done with it in Mgtow. The drama boys and the drama queens have taken over, and we have to start saying it as immature, as mature men, not these immature little beasts that run around and poke fun at everybody and practice casual cruelty towards each other. And they will grow up to regret that casual cruelty they poke towards each other, and in later years in their life, and they will find out there's more important things in your life. There are true relationships that we can have with people in your neighborhood, and people we love around us, and people we bring into our lives because we truly respect them, and they truly have the same qualities as us. But even the relationship with a dog or a pet. I recently lost mine, and it taught me a lot about loss, and it taught me a lot about just not being casually cruel to something and experiencing that, knowing that that pet feels the same kind of emotions and pain. He just can't articulate it. He has no language to do that. Humans are this way. We look out at each other and we can experience this this beautiful thing, this grandeur thing that we have of awareness that everybody feels the same, and that casual cruelty of poking back at each other, poking back and forth for drama and excitement becomes cringy, and it becomes immature, and it becomes something that Mgtow doesn't want it to be. We don't want Mgtow to be that. We don't want to get, as I say, men's rights been around for 40 years, and it gets hijacked every few years with another group of insipid, immature people that just carry the drama, and they come here and they do those things, and it's cringy. It's cringy. And we have to do something about it and Mgtow, and we have to, become better men. And that's what I say, become those men above reproach. And but as long as this crew of, half-tards, just low IQ halflings are around here, we're always going to have the drama. And maybe it's fun to get into for a few moments. It's fun to believe in lizard people for a few moments in your life, and watch one of those videos where lizard people really exist, but they don't really exist in this world. Yetis don't exist, and aliens don't exist as for yet, and ghosts and Jesus and a God that takes care of us in our life. Them things don't exist, but as humans, we like to believe they do exist. We have special imaginary friends and that stuff, and that's all drama. We start playing on drama roles to keep them going, so we can feel a little something in our lives. But there are more serious, short of the theater. You leave the theater at a certain point, and you leave that behind. You go, that was a good movie, but I'm mature enough to know that's not real life, and then we're just actors. Michael Foucault talks about the actors and the cognomens in life that we play. It doesn't mean that it's not exciting while it's happening in front of you, but it does just mean that you have to shed it after, grow up and shed those childish things, and become an adult at some point. And that's what Mgtow is about, becoming an adult. And it's about becoming real people that see real issues in our society. But as long as we have these sort of people around, it's just garbage. It's all gets garbaged up, and it's cringy to watch. And it makes me sad because we've worked so hard over the years to make this Mgtow thing and try to push it through into fruition. At the beginning, it was so hard. Everybody was so against what we were saying. Now it's just turned to drama and stupidity and pillow fights with feminists and immature little boys doing immature little things, and never really realizing that there's an actual existential philosophy that sits behind these things that we talk about. And that's all I wanted to say today. I know this is hard for some of the drama boys and the drama girls to hear, but grow up or leave us alone. Go start your own group. That's it. Thanks for each and every one of the people that listen to this and get something from it. Most of the people around here, they have low IQs and they're never going to get it. And I'm sorry that they were born that way. But we have bigger issues. We have bigger fish to fry. That's why I use the firefish thing once in a while. But there are bigger things to do around the manosphere. And as long as the drama continues and nobody says anything, it's going to harm me, and it's going to harm the people that really, really care about this thing called Mgtow. Thanks a lot for coming around, and like always, thanks a lot for being Mgtow. Mgtow.